My dear friends, welcome to Good Friday. Good Friday is the day we remember the great story of the old rugged cross, the intended emblem of suffering and shame. On this day, we accompany Jesus on his most painful and difficult journey to Calvary. On this journey, we recreate the shouting of the crowd, the condemnation of the powerful religious and political leaders, the insults of the Roman soldiers, the lamentation of the faithful women. As we reimagine this journey, our hearts are led to contemplate the ultimate price that Jesus paid for the salvation of humanity. At the end of this journey stands the cross of the crucified Jesus, which seems a sign of final defeat and annihilation of good. The celebration of this day, therefore, invites Christians to reflect on the meaning of atonement, grace, and reconciliation. Why did Christ embrace the cross? What does his death mean for us today? In 2004, Mel Gibson directed a movie which was titled The Passion of Christ. I was studying in Rome at the time. I remember the night I watched that movie. I could not help but weep. Mel Gibson skillfully crafted the movie beginning at the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus is painfully praying for the sacrifice he was about to make. With Jesus face down on the ground in agony, sweating blood, whereas his disciples slept beside a nearby tree. His experience was what Isaiah described: despised and rejected by men, a man of suffering and acquainted with infirmity, one from whom others hide their faces. Isaiah 53, verse 3. By devoting the entire movie to the last hours of Jesus with great detail, Mel Gibson was trying to bring to life the gospel stories on the Passion in a way we've never seen it before. He wanted viewers to know the price Jesus paid through the brutality of the soldiers and the people. I guess Mel Gibson succeeded in a way, but Christ's emotional and psychological experience of betrayal and the denial and rejection cannot be ignored on this journey to the cross. And Isaiah says, he was pierced for our sins, crushed for our iniquities. Thus Christ bore punishment that makes the world whole, and that through his wounds many would be healed. Therefore, Good Friday holds a central place in the Christian faith. This day is considered good because the cross is seen as the ultimate act of love and sacrifice for our salvation, and an act that restored the relationship between God and humanity. Notice that at the moment of Christ's death, the temple veil was torn from top to bottom. The veil which once separated sinfulness from holiness, separated God from humanity, heaven from earth, was destroyed forever. My dear friends, the pain and suffering in life are real, and we work so hard to avoid them. My own family and I have experienced pains for the loss of our father and siblings. Most members of our parish family have gone through different trials, sickness, and difficulties, even the loss of children and loved ones to the reality of death. We all try to make sense of suffering. The more we try to comprehend suffering, the more it eludes us. But the cross of Christ presents us with a deeper understanding of pain. This is because through the cross, Jesus shares our suffering even unto our death. When he cried out from the agony of the cross, my God, why have you forsaken me?" As we read in Mark's Gospel, chapter 15, he expressed deep solidarity with us and goes to the depths of God's forsakenness for us. Now, separated from Jesus, our pain and suffering could be meaningless. But the cross of Christ teaches us the value of the willing sacrifice, which is a path less traveled by many people. But Christ did it. Therefore, When we are troubled, when our families and loved ones are weakened and bruised by suffering, let us look to the cross of Christ. There we can find the courage and strength to hang on and find hope. It is on this cross that we see the convergence of suffering and God's forgiveness and peace. May God bless you.